Well, welcome to this little episode of Low Gear, and I'm sitting with Bob Harrison. Bob, welcome to our little show.
You're right.
And Bob used to work for Sargents Transport, which was in Netherton, and Gilbert Sargent was the boss back in the day. And when you turned up there, Bob, I see you've got a lovely old Diamond T Arctic
Yeah,
to drive.
1955 it was, yeah.
And you just rocked up looking for a job.
No, I was working for a firm in Dickawater, Hilton Bryce, and he sold out.
I see.
And I didn't know what I was going to do, but he knew. 'Cause I know somebody's looking for a driver. So he came over apparently and saw Gilbert, and he came back and told me Gilbert wanted to see me on Sunday. So I thought, yeah, right, okay. So I went over and we had a couple of hours talking and came home. And Tuesday, I think it was the Tuesday, Gilbert, Hilton came and told me Gilbert's just rung. He said, "You've got the job."
So did you pack up from where you were and move to...
Back up from there and go over to Netherton.
So you had a house ready for you and everything?
We had flats at the old Farmers Trading Building.
Oh, okay.
There were 3 flats there, yeah.
Because when you drove through Netherton at the time, there wasn't a great deal there. I think there was a 4 Square store or something, or might have been a self-help.
Yeah, just down the road from the depot, yeah, there was the 4 Square store at the hall.
And a couple of houses, and that's
Couple of
pretty much it.
houses and school, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the dairy factory was right by across the road from the depot, yeah.
Was that still working then?
It was then, yeah. It was a cheese factory, yeah.
Right, because I know just down the road at Tura, they had a pretty decent factory going.
That's right, yeah. We used to cart out of there, yeah.
Oh, okay. So when you turned up, he says, right, there's a Diamond T Arctic, you're on
Yeah.
there. So tell me about the Diamond T. What did that actually do? It's just general freight.
Yep.
Oh, so you're up to where to get the freight?
Auckland, that was up to Auckland every day.
Oh, okay. And going up the Devi, did you have a load going through the Devi?
Yeah, we usually have butter or...
Oh, okay, from the dairy factories.
Yeah, and then Hauraki opened up. We had milk powder to cart, yeah.
So how fast up the hills did that Diamond T go?
Oh, he didn't do too bad.
Oh, okay. Because you hear stories of guys going up there with the door open and
Oh, yeah.
left foot on the accelerator, and you're standing outside trying to keep it a bit cool.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't have to
Do that.
Didn't have to quite do that, no.
But you saw guys that did that?
Oh, I didn't see them, but I heard about them, and
the stories.
they've told me what they've done. Yeah, right.
So tell me about the day you went off the Diamond T, and he says, right, we've got another job for you.
We got this Comet and put that tank on, a big tank, 1,800 gallons, big Arctic. Yeah.
So when you got to that Comet after the Diamond T, what did you think?
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, oh, is it going up or going down?
Yeah, well, I thought, yeah. But it turned out it's a good little machine, little machine. But,
So you've gone from American to British.
British, yep.
Yeah.
One or two differences. The other one, braking was the thing. Oh, bloody hopeless bloody brakes.
So you had to line yourself up before you think, well, if
Oh,
I start now, I'll stop down there.
Take a rope with you, throw it around a tree or something like that. Stop the bloody thing. I caught out in a fire with it on one trip on the deviation. The ministry, in their wisdom, were burning her off the rubbish up by the bloody flower shop. Down over the side of the bank, down over the bank, and it got away on them. I came over the top, saw the smoke, knew they were there, thought it's only a bit of a fire. We were worried about it. Yeah. When I come round the corner to it, it's going right across the bloody road, isn't it? Setting fire to the grass on the right hand side of the road.
And there you are with 1,800 gallons of petrol.
Fuel. And I tried to stop the bloody thing and no bloody way would it stop. So I finished, I had to drive through the fire with it, went through. It was a bit scary.
Yeah, I'll say.
I got out, came out onto the Thames Road and stopped at the top of the hill, roll of smoke. Took me about 20 minutes to roll the smoke. I was shaking it bloody much.
Yeah, I bet you were.
So anyway,
So the only real hill that really you had to worry about was it going up and down the deviation. Most of the little hills sort of coming into the flats of the Hauraki Plains. And once you're here,
it's flat going all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
Good as gold. Yeah, no.
So was that hot going up?
No,
it's not
it
too
was
bad.
good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so it went good, that one. Yeah.
Comet 90.
Comet 90, that's all, yeah. And
90, what year was it? A 1951 or 2 or 3?
Yeah, it must be, I suppose, because they had it there when... Yeah, we had it there when I went there.
1953, 90 horsepower.
90
In our recent programs, folks, you might remember some of the American trucks. They're 150 horsepower in the 1940s and 50s, and this man struggling along with a British Leyland 90 horsepower towing 1,800 litres or 1,800 gallons of fuel.
Yeah.
So from there you went to the next one, which is the LAD, but he had a lot of box, what I call the box or the mouth organ Leylands, which is the predecessor, the model
the
before
square
that.
cab ones.
Yeah, and they did all sorts of jobs.
Yep, I had one of those on the freight after the Diamond T.
Oh, okay. Is that the one with the little box on the back? Had a little, like
we had
Graham
the box
Poulter's
on.
old truck.
Yep,
He had a little,
that's right.
little
Yep, we used to
tray
carry
on the back.
4 drums or whatever in there. All sorts of things.
Tell me about the LAD cab, and I see you've got an Arctic and a trailer behind this. And so your first day on the job, now you've got a new truck, you're towing a trailer as well as an Arctic. What was that like to back up if you had to?
It was a dog. It was a dog. It was hopeless.
So good going forwards, and hope you didn't have to go backwards too many.
Drawbar was too short.
Yep.
It was only about a metre. The Arctic was too long for the drawbar. By the time you turned the Arctic, the trailer's gone. It was hopeless.
And the LAD cab truck, and Graham Poulter, who we spoke with a couple of years ago now, but he drove something very similar. Yeah, with a little tray on the back. But he was saying, one of the things that made his truck special was the train horn that he pinched from somewhere.
Oh, yes, he did too. Yeah, I know. He thieved out off the buddy shunt.
Yeah. I never drove one of those.
Yeah.
But I've sat in a few during we've done our programs, and being a long bugger, you sort of see the top of the windscreen's here, and then there's a windscreen wiper, and so he's got to actually lean forward just a fraction just to see under. You never had that problem?
No, I never had that problem with it.
And some of those Leylands also, not particularly that one, but on the right-hand side between you and the door, there's the brake.
Oh, that was the old square cab.
Yeah.
They're the tin cab ones,
So as soon as you put it on, then you've got to get out of the bloody thing.
Who put the bloody handbrake there?
Where did that come
arse out of the bloody thing,
That's right.
Hey.
So did you get into any trouble going up or down hills with that? No,
she was good.
Oh, it followed good?
She was good, Go anywhere, wherever you pointed it.
Sure.
Would go.
So a tank of gas would last you a day?
On the fuel?
Yeah, to drive the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you just fill her up in the morning?
Sometimes I get 2 trips out, out of the...
Did you have a high ratio, low ratio, 5-speed gearbox?
Yeah. She was...
And like him, when he got into his the white one down in Valcrutha, with our good friend down there, you get as soon as he got into driving down the road, he knew exactly how that gear change went. Boom, boom. It's just the timing. It's just it's almost poetic.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yours was the same, I guess.
Yeah, it was good. You wind it up in top gear and you drop it into overdrive and everything went quiet.
Great truck in its time.
Yeah, it was. It was. If they'd had the power that they got now, you know, it'd be ideal.
Absolutely. Anyway,
Never
mate.
used to get tired.
No?
No. No, it was good.
Was it power steering or power assisted?
Power assisted, yeah.
So none of us bloody like you. Hey,
Yeah,
what about
you
the
did.
Diamond T swinging on that wheel? What was that like?
Eh?
The Diamond T
Oh,
swinging that around the
she was
yard.
quite good.
Yeah, yeah.
The old Leyland afterwards, the square cab, that was different. You had to work your way with that. Yeah.
Yes. Sort
Every-
of standing up to.
Yep, that's right. Yep. Sure. Yeah, we used
But
to.
I'm just intrigued about trucks going up the deviation. They're talking about guys standing on the running board having a pee.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never tried. I never got around to trying that myself.
So you got to go, you got to go. But, you know,
Yeah, I know.
I guess if you stop, you'd never get going again.
You
would you?
get going. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Amazing.
had the same trick with that one. I got caught out with that one even. It had a hand control like for the trailers.
Yeah.
And it used to exhaust in the cab, like when you let it off. You know, if you had bloody dirt in your cab and everything, the next thing you're up, you know, dust and that flying around the cabs. I stuck a lump of hose on the end of it, dropped it down behind, tied it to the bumper,
Oh, okay.
and I used to just blow the dust up off the road. That was quite good.
Well, you think about that, you're locked up in that cab and having a bit of a funnel on there. You know, you just sort of stuck it by your knee there.
Well, I got caught one day going in, and I was going past the university in there to go down over Queen Street. I thought, Jesus, I hope the lights don't change, you know. I'll make it to the depot all right. And sure enough, the lights changed. And of course, then you've got the four-way pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
And I had to sit through all this, you know. I'm thinking, by Christ, I'm going to pee myself. And I thought, Jesus. And then I thought of it. I pulled that bloody three-quarter hose off that I had on there. And I thought, well, I suppose somebody will go down the hose. And I tried. Yep, okay. Oh, God, the relief, you know. And the pedestrian light phase came on. And this old fellow was coming across, and he came over and he said, "Hey, laddie." He said, "I think you've got a water leak." I said, "Yeah, I hope it doesn't run out before I get to the depot." And away I went, in the middle of Queen Street, that pier in the middle of the...
Yeah, not many people can say they've done
Oh,
that.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
My Christ was handy after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bob, a great trip down memory lane, and Sargents have done you well, and you've worked for them your whole career.
Yeah, 33 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, good on you.
But,
So there you go, folks. There's some right from the horse's mouth, as it were, working for Sargents back in the day.
the horse,
Carton
I like
Shaw.
this horse bit.
Good on you, mate.
He called many things.
Yeah, we better have a bit of a coughing session.
Yeah, that was good.
Just to conclude this story, Sargents went on to join Brennan's Transport of Paeroa and Heaton's Transport of Tauranga to form Provincial Transport, who in later years had their yard at Kopu, near Thames.